YouTube. This is going to be a combination of new tools for November and December. It's just, I'm not repairing other people's motorcycles this time of year, but I'm working on my own motorcycles this time of year. And it's usually the time I do it, It's a good time because no one else is bringing me stuff to work on. So, it's just the time of year that I have to work on my own stuff. Just regular routine maintenance, nothing major. But that's what's been going on. So, for the new tools, here what we're going to start with. These are both new vessel ratchets. I know they look the same, but one's 1/4 inch, the other is 3/8. And I'd learned about these, I guess, from I follow Vessel Tools, and I saw these were available in Japan. I'm like, I wonder when these are coming to the U.S. market. So I emailed my favorite vessel supplier, which is JDV Products out of New Jersey. Their website is vesseltools.com. And they're very responsive to email, at least for me. I've been in contact with Larry there, and he's the same guy that special ordered the 3 Peaks oil filter wrenches for me, and got back to me, within a couple hours, and goes, yeah, I can bring those in. And he did tell me by the end of the year that they should have these on their website available for sale to the general public. So, I guess he just missed my 1/4 inch roto ratchet comparison, and these didn't make it, but they're very similar to the other 1/4 inch roto ratchets that I own, just a Vessel's version. And I had some questions about them, and I emailed him back. The ratchet body and head, they are made in Taiwan, and then these handles here, these are made in Japan. So it is a combination of the two. I have no problem with Taiwanese manufacturers, as many people know. But it's a 72 head, like many others. And it is a quick release, which it seems to be like most ratchets coming out of Japan are quick release. I guess they, must be really popular there. But there you can see the vessel engraving. Same type of handle that's on their screwdrivers that they offer like this. And just for comparison, I know if you happen to see, I bought these other 1/4 inch kits when they became available. In my opinion, they should have put this handle on this ratchet, because I still feel this handle is too big for this ratchet. And Larry did also tell me that they're going to make these in kits, just like the previous ones here that I did this video on. So you're going to be able to get a very similar kit to this, but with this ratchet. So that's good news to me. And when the 3/8 models are available as a kit, I do plan on picking one up. Here's a good look at the drive end. These do have, I guess, a satin finish. Can call that highly polished. And we'll put one of the vessel sockets on it. You can see it's securely fastened. Light back drag. But great smooth action on these. So that's the 1/4" model. And the 3/8 is pretty much identical. You know, they put a different head on it. And I will be the first to say I knew this when they were arriving. You know, I wish they would make this longer, like your typical 3/8 roto head. You know, they should have made a bigger one, in my opinion. That's my thoughts anyway. But there you can see 3/8 head, quick release. And put a 3/8 socket on it. $10 mil. Securely fastened. And comes off very easily with the quick release. So again, you're interested in these, just contact vesseltools.com. Their email address, there is a link for it on their website. And I guess I could put that on the ruler there for you to show you the overall length. You know, about 6.5 inches overall. So that's it. Next, I did get some other ratchets here. This is the Blackhawk BP 1336. And I think I read these were going out of production, and I've owned the 1/4" model of this ratchet for years, and really like it. It's actually the smallest 1/4" ratchet that I own. And I do like it, so I figure, well, I'm going to order the 3/8 while they're still available. Some Blackhawk tools are made in USA. I know this particular ratchet is made in Taiwan. There's your part number. Non-quick release, which is, you know, my favorite style of ratchet. 72 teeth. You know, very typical. I guess the hot new thing, it seems like all the new ratchets coming out now are 90 teeth. All the different companies, you know, like Gearwrench, they're gonna go from 84 teeth to 90 teeth, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. But you know, Ingersoll Rand's also coming out with new hand tools that are gonna feature 90 tooth ratchets. So 90 teeth must be the new hot thing. I do like Blackhawk tools. Very smooth, hardly any slop. Nice selector switch, very smooth action, positive. This type of handle is comfortable for me, you know, as long as it's not too cold out. I have no complaints with that. So that's the Blackhawk. Next, I'm going to show you some OEM ratchets. This is OEM Tools. They're a division of Great Neck. And if this ratchet kind of looks familiar, these are the exact same ones that used to be available from AutoZone. The old AutoZone highly rated 36 tooth ratchets. These are the exact same, except they have a satin finish versus a highly polished. You can see they have all that same information on the head. And if you own some of those older AutoZone ratchets, You can get rebuild kits for these. I know Jegs has them listed on their website. And I believe Amazon as well. But yeah, these are kind of old school with 36 teeth. And I will say the back drag on them is fairly heavy. Big old single, like bat wing type paw in them. Torx screws held together through the head into the plate. This is the 1/2 inch model. It's like 17.5 inches long. Flex head with a Torx screw. And we'll put this Carlisle socket on there. Very nice positive retention on that. And you know, a lot of people aren't going to be a fan of 36 tooth ratchets, but these are extremely strong and will hold up. Now, if you're the type of person that likes to put a pipe on the end of your ratchet handle, you might want to look at these. Nice handle, very smooth finish. It has nice knurling here. So that's the 1/2 inch model. Next, the 3/8 flex head. Again, just really nice smooth action on these. Great, I mean, really positive detent ball. And just, you know, if you're a fan of satin finish tools, which, you know, they don't show fingerprints nearly as easy as your, you know, fully polished chrome stuff. You know, if you prefer a lower tooth count ratchets, I would definitely consider these. So it's a 3/8 flex. Next, just a 3/8 straight head. These did come factory greased. It was a very heavy grease that was in them. And of course, I disassembled them all, cleaned them out with brake clean, and re-lubed them with the super lube grease. Again, you know, just very tight action. It's a 3/8. Next, 3/8 stubby. This is kind of an oddball thing here on the handle, but it's very smooth around there, no sharp edge or anything. You got just very positive action on the selector switch of all these. It's a 3/8 stubby. Of course, my favorite drive size, 1/4" flex. And the last one I have here is just, you know, short stubby 1/4" model. So that's it for the ratchets. But another ratchet accessory I picked up were these Gearwrench 3/8 extensions. And one of the main reasons I picked those up is all my other 3/8 extensions are these old school types that just have the hole in the side. So you have to make sure that you line up your retention ball. You know, just give an example of that. How here's your ball, and then you have to line that up to make sure that you have positive retention. If you just put it on this way, it'll pull right off. And I had an instance a few weeks ago where I just wasn't paying attention fully, and I'd put it on like that, and then went down to place it on the fastener, and the whole thing just fell off. So these Gearwrench models, they do have the retention relief cut on all 4 sides. So have a nice positive stop there where that's not going to fall off like all my old school. They have nice knurling here too, which I like. That came from Amazon. I think they were around $13 for this 4-piece kit here. And that's those. Next, the Icon long ratcheting metric wrench set. Now last month Harbor Freight put a coupon out for SEMA. It was 20% off all the Icon tools. A coupon for any of them. And so that seemed like so at list on this is like 150. So with the 20% off and with tax, I think I was out the door for somewhere around, I think it was 127. But it's 10 through 19. And, man, these are really nice wrenches. Really long. These have got to be some of the longest ratcheting wrenches on the market. I know Mr. Subaru, he also bought a set of these, and from his review, you know, he seemed really pleased with them. They do have anti-slip on the open end, but it's a different design than what's on the regular combination wrenches that they offer. And it seems Mr. Subaru does have a real good test of these that you might want to go check out. They seem to hold up extremely well. It's a 72 tooth design on the ratchet end. Do have a very nice, highly polished chrome finish on these. I said, you know, I'm just not fast enough to deal the deal alerts, so. I mean, you know, it is Harbor Freight, though, so I'm sure there will be other coupons coming out, or they will be on sale at some point in the future. That I'm positive of. But just the length of these, if you prefer a high leverage ratcheting wrench, would definitely recommend these. Especially at 20% off. Very well worth it, in my eyes. Now for something that wasn't a great buy. Another metric T-handle set. This is on Amazon. I think these are somewhere around $30. There's the brand. I won't even try and pronounce it. But these are made in China. You can find Amazon, the only place you can find these. But you know, they have decent welds up here on the T-handle. If they were trying to copy Koa, they missed the mark a little bit. Just the best way I can describe this finish on here is it feels like about 800 grit sandpaper in your hands when you're twisting these. I have tried them out though, and actually the socket ends, they fit fasteners very well. But I don't know if you can see that in there. They came a little pre-rusted. This is exactly the way I received them. I haven't been storing them outside or anything. So they do fit fasteners well. It's just the finish of them, man, they really missed the mark in my opinion. On the positive, you can also put a, you know, if the fastener's really tight, you can put another wrench here on here to crack it loose and then spin it like a traditional T-handle. Like I said, it's like having sandpaper in your hands. You do have some knurling up here on the handle. Even with this lens, I don't, you know, I don't think how rough the finish of these is really going to come through. Maybe though, but these just have a very rough finish, all of them. But if you're in the market for it, maybe if you wear you know, those mechanic gloves or something, it won't bother you. But I do not like the feel of these when you're spinning them in your hand. But if you can't afford the Koas, you know, this might be an option. I said they all have that extremely rough finish. There you can see a little more you know, a little surface rust in there. But I said if you're interested in these, they are on Amazon. Probably the cheapest set that you're gonna, maybe, I don't know if the Pit Posse ones are still available. They might be priced similar, but I've never personally tried those, so I can't give you an opinion on them. So there's your metric T-handle set. And then from another few videos ago, you might have remembered I didn't have Torx drivers small enough to take apart that Aries ratchet I had. Well, I solved that problem. Found this at Lowe's. I think it was like $5. But it does have Torx heads down to, I think it goes down to T4. And this little kit worked perfect for disassembling that Aries ratchet. And you see this pulls out. So Lowe's does still have some cobalt stuff. And then it folds out and there's all your different bits. It said this was around $5 and it worked perfect, so. So one's never good enough for me. I went on Amazon and found some of these other kits. I think these are more for like taking your cell phone apart, which I have like no experience with. But you can find these kits all over Amazon, probably eBay as well. That's another one. And this here's was another one I picked up. That one. These Techman models, you know, prominently made in China. And then this one more kit. So that's it for the new tool hauls, and right before I started making this video I just ordered some other new stuff. I don't know when it'll be in, but you know, it probably between Christmas and New Year's would be my best guess. I will have, I'll give you a peek at that stuff when it shows up. It's a fairly small order, but still around $300, and I will share that with it when it comes in, probably between Christmas and New Year's. Hope winter's going good for everybody, and can't think of much else going on. So as always, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks.